I want to tell you what I believe. I believe every woman was made on purpose, with a purpose, and that no transition, no loss, no role, no failure, and no season of life can touch that. Not even a little. I believe that hollow feeling that so many of us carry, that quiet, persistent emptiness that shows up even when life looks fine from the outside, that isn't a character flaw. That's not a sign you've missed God. It's not even evidence that something is fundamentally broken in you. I believe it's a compass. And here's the part that changed everything for me. I believe God is actually kinder than we give him credit for. Kind enough to let the false thing die. Kind enough to make us hollow, so we'll finally stop filling ourselves with things that were never meant to hold us in the first place. That's what I believe. And everything I do starts there. Now here's where I part ways with a lot of what's out there. I'm not going to tell you to find your passion. I'm not handing you a personality quiz or a vision board or a list of affirmations to say in front of the mirror. There's nothing wrong with all of that. But I've walked with too many women who did all of it and still felt empty. What I'm going to do is help you name the false identity you've been living from. The one that got built slowly over years out of what you produced and who needed you and what you were afraid people would think if you stopped. I call these the limited identities, and most of us are running on at least one of them and don't even know it. Then we're going to look at what it takes to replace it, not with a better version of yourself, but with what God says is already true about you, the truth that holds when everything else doesn't. That's the work, and it takes time, but it's real. That's what this channel is. This is the place we do that work honestly, practically, with scripture as our anchor. No performance required. Just women figuring out who they are when they stop being who everyone else needed them to be. That's what you'll find here. I want to be specific about who I'm talking to. Maybe you're in a season where a role just ended, or a relationship, or a chapter you thought had more pages left. And you're standing in the wreckage of it, wondering who you are now that the thing that defined you is gone. Or maybe nothing dramatic happened at all. Maybe it's just a quiet Tuesday and the calendar's full and you're doing all the things. And underneath it, there's this feeling you can't name. Like you're living a life that fits on paper, but doesn't quite fit you. Maybe you're already building your identity on things that feel shaky. Performance, approval, keeping everyone happy. And something in you knows this is not sustainable. If you are any version of that, you're who I'm here for. I'll never forget one woman from my very first class. She spoke up at the start, up in front of everyone, and said she did not like the material. In fact, she told us she'd drawn slash marks through the questions and refused to answer them. In that moment, I quietly questioned everything. I felt that imposter syndrome come up again. Had I prepared this wrong? Was I asking too much too soon? I could feel the force of her resistance, and my heart broke for her because I recognized it. That kind of emotion usually means something real is getting close to the surface. So I asked her to just stay, to sit with us through the discussion and see if she felt any differently by the end. And she did. Over the next 9 weeks, I watched something happen I still can't fully describe. She kept showing up. She started bringing insights she'd found on her own during the week. She started connecting with the other women, and they were texting each other between classes. And the face that had walked in at the beginning with full distrust, it changed. Week by week, something that looked a lot like joy started showing up instead. By the last day of class, I was in tears as she spoke to me. She told me the content had changed her life, that it was the best thing that had ever happened to her. That's why I do this. And that's what I want for you. I'm still on this road myself. I'm not talking to you from the other side of some finished work. But I've been on it long enough to know that the hollow feeling is not the end of your story. In fact, it might be the most honest place you've stood in years. And that honesty, that's where the real thing starts. So if something in you said yes while you were watching, subscribe and stay. Share this with a woman you know who needs to hear it. And come back, because we have a lot of ground to cover. I'm really glad you're here.